here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Living with Spice. So lovely to have you join me. We're going to do a weekly card reading for Libra for the week of the 11th through to the 17th of May. Now, you probably already know that I do monthly readings as well, and all of the readings for the zodiac signs for May are on my YouTube channel, Living with Spice. They're really great from the point of view we get to see things from a broader perspective, how our life is unfolding, through 4 weeks instead of the one. Now, the weekly reads are helpful as well in that it helps us to sort of see what's coming up in the week roundabout and how we can best respond to those energies. It's not really about you coming to this channel to find answers to, life's problems, but certainly when we get a bit of a heads up as to what to expect that's coming up in our life, then we have the knowledge and the preparation of how to best deal with those things as they come into our experience. So this is what it's all about. I hope you're enjoying the readings, and if you are, please give it a thumbs up, and if you've not already subscribed to the channel, would love you to do that. That way you get notifications every time I post. It also helps to raise the visibility of the channel so that more people can benefit from these readings. All right, Libra, I'm wishing you well for a great week. Let's get into your reading for the 11th through to the 17th of May. Okay, Libra, we're going to start with pulling some cards from the tarot deck just to see what's coming up in terms of events and energies for the week. My Spirit, we thank you for your guidance. All of the cards have been pre-shuffled. So for Libra, the 11th through to the 17th of May, what's coming up? We have rapid communication coming in. So we've got the Prince of Swords to start with here, Libra, and that sort of says to me that there's fast movement happening at the beginning of the week. The week starts off really quickly, and there's a message that comes in for you to pay attention to pretty quickly. But it's kind of put you on the defense a little bit. We've got the Seven of Wands here followed. So we've got Prince of Wands and then the Seven of Wands. So perhaps you weren't expecting this information or this news, and it's kind of just caught you by surprise a little bit. So you're on guard a little bit, and you just need a moment to gather yourself, let's just say. Because in the end, it's actually not anything. I don't feel like it's anything you actually need to be worried about. I think it just caught you off guard, and you weren't really expecting it, because the next card is the Prince of Cups, which is, we've got someone who's just readjusted their energy, and they're a little bit less rushed and more tentative. And this is about an offer. It's certainly, the energy is a lot more, it's slower, and they've approached you more tentatively, unlike the Prince of Wands, who's just charged in at 100. Prince of Swords, who's charged in 100 miles an hour. Two different energies. I can't get my words together. So I feel that there's good intention here with the Prince of Cups. It's an offer to assist, to give you a hand with something. Maybe this is a different person who's coming in to support you around this other energy, this other situation where feel like it's someone that you know, someone who's close to you, so you weren't expecting the kind of almost aggressive energy that's come at you. It caught you off guard, but I feel this other person here is coming in to say, hey, let me give you a hand with this, which I feel like you're grateful, and they're not sort of forcing you to take their offer of help, they're just offering it. So something to consider, Libra. This person means well. I'm not so sure about this other. You're not feeling so great about this energy here, so it'd be interesting to see what that's all about. And certainly this has put you in a space of really deep reflection, and we have the Three of Wands here, where you're thinking about the future and what you want to grow in your future and what's important to you. So it's you're in a state of pondering and imagining and envisioning your future, and maybe this offer of help or support has got something to do with that, putting you in a space of wondering about the future and how you'd like your future to be and what you'd like to grow in your future, Libra. Deep in thought there. And then we've got the Four of Cups, where for some reason your energy seems to dip and you seem to have lost your mojo, and you're a little bit focused on what's not working for you. Feeling like you've lost a few things and not recognizing perhaps the great things you do have in your life. So you've got 3 cups that are spilled here or empty, and you've got 1 cup up here in the tree, and you are not noticing the goodness in your surrounds, in your life, in your situation. You're just kind of bummed out here and you are feeling at a loss. So let's see where this is taking you, Libra. You kind of you just kind of lost your mojo there a little bit. So we'll see what is this energy that's coming at Libra fast and furiously at the beginning of the week. What do we need to know about this for Libra? Because I think it's put you in a bit of a state. Okay. Maybe there's been an argument of some kind, and but I think that this person here is actually wanting to either give you support or make amends and to smooth the waters. I do feel that. But I also get a sense, Libra, that you're a little bit down and out, a little bit lost in your emotions and not feeling your greatest. But I do like the idea that you are looking to the future of what you'd like to create. I think that's hopeful, and it's got promise. You've got beautiful new leaves on these stalks of this card here, and don't give up hope. I feel like you've just given up hope. Let's just see how this goes. Remembering we get to choose our emotions, Libra. We really do. Yep, you've gone within. You've gone within to have a little think about things. Oh, goodness gracious, Libra. Yes, you've decided that you need to just retreat from the world a little bit at the moment and spend some time in quiet meditation. We've got the Hermit card. And, look, if that's what you feel that you need to do, then that is your way of being able to rest and recuperate and get a little bit of insight and guidance, and to come back to yourself. And so if you felt some kind of disappointment during the week and you've just kind of lost your mojo a little bit, then you've decided that you're going to just retreat and just be a little bit quiet and come back to yourself. But Spirit's reminding you that you've got more strength in you than you realise. And now is the perfect time to take the focus off yourself and release self-judgments and release judgments of others. Because when we hold on to that energy, we end up feeling like that. That's when we hold on to low energy, and we become self-absorbed and self-critical and critical of others. And really the best thing to counteract that energy is to fill yourself with love and compassion and come to a space of forgiveness. So if there has been a little bit of a tete-a-tete with someone, a head-to-head, this person wants to offer reconciliation, a cup of reconciliation here. My advice is accept it. Accept that lovely cup. Even if it means that you need to say, look, I just need some time out and I'll come back to this, that's perfectly acceptable. But Spirit's going on to say with the King of Water here, open your heart and mind to those around you, Libra. Libra, you're a very generous person anyway. And you know what generosity is, what love is, and compassion. And these are things that you value in your life. I feel that there's an opportunity here for you to also see that in others. Because Spirit is asking you to open your heart and your mind to those around you. Now, the King of Water is full of love and compassion and wisdom and generosity of heart. This is in you, and you are capable of seeing this in others. And I feel like whatever has transpired, this is an opportunity for you, Libra, to see this in others around you. So if you need time out, take it, and then allow yourself to go into your heart to a place of forgiveness rather than into your mind, where we tend to judge, self-judge, or judge others. So drop into your heart and feel the love that you want to feel in your heart, and then you will be able to feel that love for others. That is a beautiful remedy for any time that we're feeling down and out, is to go to that place of love inside ourselves. Yeah, we've got the Three of Air card coming up again, indicating that, you know, you're feeling sad and disappointed. You've just gone into your head and you're focused on things that are making you feel sad. So again, this is a time for healing and a time for forgiving yourself and other people. Again, I'd like to remind you that there is a cup of love and reconciliation, an offer of reconciliation here. Okay, so I don't feel that there's any ill will meant here. I just feel that perhaps you've been triggered and it's taken you a space of feeling a bit hurt and wounded. But remember, when we go to that place of forgiveness and compassion in ourselves, we can discover amazing things. We can discover an amazing strength within us, and then we can open up doors for that healing and reconciliation with others. And I feel that perhaps that's what's needed at this point in time. So Spirit, what else can you give us for Libra for this week? Oh, okay. So I've just felt like Spirit has told me that you received some news at the beginning of the week that you weren't happy about, and the news came in really quickly. Wasn't what you expected, Libra. This is for some of you, may not be for all of you. And that's why you are feeling on the defense. So I feel that regardless of what the news was, this other person in your life wants to make amends. But I feel that as a result, Libra, you are recognizing it's time to see new beginnings here. And please, this is only going to be a message for some, not for everybody. So as a result of this news, and the person wants to soften the blow, here and offer a cup of reconciliation. But as a result of the situation, you've realized that it's time for you to start fresh. And so these new shoots here do represent a new start, a new beginning, and what you're imagining the future could be. And yeah, you are feeling sad. You are feeling a sense of loss because of this news that took you by surprise. That's what it is. And so you've gone within to try and heal. And Spirit is saying, we hear you. We hear you. But you have a great deal of strength. You have a great deal of strength. And, you know, for all of us, when we experience disappointment, it can be challenging, and we can feel great sadness, which I believe you are, Libra, feeling great sadness here. But of course, there's always different ways that we can respond to this. And as I was saying, the best way to help yourself work through this is to come from a place of love and know that there's no ill will intended. Yes, you've been disappointed, but drop into your heart space, Libra, in order to move forward. You are going to receive some trustworthy and heartfelt advice, Libra, to assist you through this unexpected change. Do your best to give yourself the time to heal, Libra, and the opportunity to forgive yourself and others, because if things have not worked out the way you thought, there's probably a good reason for this news and a good reason for things to be altered. And I feel that, you know, due to some loss that you've experienced, Libra, that it will mean that things will be a little different going forward. And you may need to give yourself time just to heal. Actually, that came out and I should leave that there. To heal and to forgive others. So don't hold on to resentments, because that will eat you up. You know, just give yourself time to rest and heal through this process. It will be a process. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. And I'm sorry that all just kind of dropped in, and I realised what that message was about. And again, I say to you all, this won't be a message for all Librans. So if it's not resonating with you, you do not need to take this on board. You may need to check out a different reading for yourself. This is, I think, quite specific reading. One more card, thank you. All right. So we have regeneration happening here. Yeah, okay. I feel the heaviness for you, Libra. I do, actually. This is an opportunity, of course, for regeneration. When one door closes, another door opens. And, you know, this has come from a fiery place. There's been some turbulence in your life. Don't know if you can see that. There's been some turbulence in your life, but what it's doing is creating new life for you. New life is going to burst forth here, very similar to these new twigs here with the new leaves on the twigs. It is time for you to start fresh and to see beyond the horizon of what is possible, of what you'd like to grow from this experience. You know, it's a time for, yes, it is a time for healing. And through the healing, we bring forth new life, new awarenesses, new opportunities. What's happened was not for you. Okay, there's a definite divide here, and there was a chance and things didn't quite work out. These are two different energies here, the black and the white. And what's occurred, Spirit is saying this is not right for you. What was on offer is not going to serve you, is not the best. It's not the best situation going forward. So I feel that Spirit is asking you to trust, go within as the hermit does, and go to that place of deep inner knowing. Was this seated in the right place to start with? What is your higher self telling you? What is your intuition telling you? What is your deeper knowing telling you? What was hidden that is now being revealed? The owl represents clear seeing. So the moon is the shadow aspect of ourself and what has been hidden. And you know deep within the answers to your questions as to why this has happened. And I feel that you're going to get that deeper knowing when you go within to seek the answers from your higher self, as the Hermit does. So Libra, this is a time for truth, inner truth, forgiveness, and eventually in time healing and moving on. It has put you in a place of having to make some decisions, a fork in the road. And you know, with this fork in the road, you have an opportunity to listen to the chitter chatter of everyone else, represented by the monkey, and doing what everybody else is saying you should do. Or you have the opportunity to be a leader of yourself and listen to your wise counsel within. So I think we've got the owl again features. And this is clear seeing and clear knowing. Can you see the owl? And so the choice when you reach that fork in the road is to, hopefully you'll choose the wiser, and that is to listen to your higher self and that deeper knowing, rather than the chitter chatter of everyone else. Okay? So yes, you've got some decisions to make. So let's see if Spirit can give us a little bit more information around those decisions for you coming up, Libra. Now, I don't want you to feel really down and out about this, and it may be that you've got a gut feel about all of this situation anyway, which is often the case. But when we're forewarned, we're forearmed in terms of how we can respond emotionally, and giving ourselves the time to come to a place of inner strength, so that we're not shocked, and that, you know, we can take things on the chin a little bit more easily. Life happens. Things don't always work out exactly as we want them to. But usually when that's the case, you know, there's this lovely saying of rejection is protection. You know, when things don't work out, there's a good reason. It's because there's something better for you that is designed for you. So the not for you is not about disappointment. This is a beautiful pink energy, by the way, in here. It's about an opportunity for you to become realigned with the truth of what is best for you. Not what is comfortable, not what is easy, but what is best for you. This is always about our soul growth and our learning. And you've got the regeneration card and the Three of Wands, which is suggesting that you are going to have new life, and the Spirit is going to be here to assist you. So we've got this beautiful sparkling light happening here in this card of regeneration, and Spirit is going to be there to help you through this new growth. The sixth card, number 6 in harmony here, has come out, and it represents you being able to reach a place of understanding. So perhaps this is part of the healing journey of coming to a place of understanding. So let's get a little bit more information here to help you. Okay. So, yes. So in terms of you coming to a place of deeper understanding with someone in your life, this could be personal or business. It's to do with someone that you are currently partnered with. And I think you reach a place of understanding and learning through this difficult situation. And the point of this card is to ask yourself, what are you learning from this situation? And what new qualities are you going to be developing from this situation? Is your current situation serving you truly? There's something here for you to learn, Libra. So again, I feel that you've got to trust this deeper inner knowing, and it may take you a little bit of time to come to that. We have the Authority card here. Now this card emerges when there's an opportunity for teaching and learning. It's encouraging you to develop the qualities of, sort of like the Emperor, of leadership, logic and strength, good reasoning and problem solving. And this may be your way of being able to bring yourself out of this energy and this disappointment, that this is an opportunity for you to learn and to develop strong mental strength and control over your emotions. It could also, this card could also represent a father figure in your life that is there to assist you and give you some guidance, or a friend who's particularly logic-brained, who's able to sort of provide, you know, some useful reasoning for a positive outcome. So it can be, you know, useful to know that you can adopt this energy to help yourself, or or someone is going to be around you to assist you as well. So the way you use this masculine energy, this authority energy, you know, use it well, use it wisely, don't misuse this energy, is the message that's been given here, because ultimately you want to have peace. You want to have peace around this situation. You don't want aggression, you don't want resentment, you want peace. So you're now in a situation where you have choices and decisions to make in a number of areas in your life. So this card represents all aspects of your life, your physical, your emotional, the relationships, your finances, your health and well-being. Okay, so there's choices and decisions to be made as a result of things having shifted and changed for you. Now you also have the Foundation and Achievements card here, which says to me that moving forward, this is something that you're really desiring in your life. This is what you know is important to you. And so I guess then as you're making decisions to go forward, this card here represents the things that you value and that you want to establish a strong foundation in your life. This is important to you. Now you've sowed really good seeds in the past, Libra, and you are going to reap rewards from having done that. You've got beautiful things in your life that do represent this foundation and this security. And perhaps it's coming to you in different ways. We've got one person here with 2 children, or is it? Anyway, it's family. So perhaps your family represents where you find your happiness and your sense of security and foundation, and where you feel that you've done really well in your life. And perhaps that's something that you just need to know at the moment, Libra. You know, at this time, I feel that that's a place where you're going to feel that you're going to heal and shift your focus, and your focus will be on this: family, stability, home. That's where happiness is, that's where abundance is for you. And perhaps that's part of the shift in some of the choices that you're making, is to focus again on what feels like home for you, that is going to be there for the long term, and that you can trust in that for the long term. We're going to finish off with a couple of cards from the Flower Therapy deck. feel like we just need to lift the energy here a little bit for you, Libra, and see what's important for you to move through this change and this new awareness of what is going to best suit you going forward. What is going to enable you to love, to heal, to grow for the long term. And perhaps the universe has put something in place in your life to ensure that you are in the best possible place for you. And perhaps that's the whole point of this particular reading, Libra, is what is best for you. Always come from a place of heart space, forgiveness, compassion. It serves you well as others. We've got 3 cards there, okay. Beautiful pink ones at that too. Let your inner beauty shine. We have the pink rose. How beautiful. You are a brilliant example of God's love. Everything about you is perfect, so let your light shine and inspire others. You have a lot to give, Libra, a lot of love. You have your own way of being and showing this. So be an example of love in your life, okay? We have reached for the stars. You deserve only the best, and this is all you should focus your attention on. Do what you can to love you. You do deserve the best, but you've got to own this. It's time for you to make these decisions and choices for yourself. You know, and perhaps that's part of you envisaging the future. Not too sure what that's going to look like, but Spirit is saying start with loving yourself. Start with giving to yourself. And then we have family harmony. There we go, his family again. The chrysanthemum. Your loved ones form a strong pillar of support. Embrace their love and put past issues behind you. I feel that this is part of your healing journey, Libra, is connecting with family and realizing that this is where your strength and support will be going forward. So connect in with that beautiful energy. Your loved ones form a strong pillar of support. Embrace their love and put past issues behind you. All right, Libra, well, that sounds like a bit of a challenging week for you. I think I've just upset the recording there. It does sound like a bit of a challenging week for you, Libra, but always love is our guide, and I'm wishing you well, and take the time that you need. I do appreciate that this is a reading that won't be for everybody, and come back to a place where you are giving to yourself, connecting with family, and take care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.